Just a quick one, guys, before we get into today's video. I want you to check out the channel's official clothing store, RFC Clothing. Each design is limited edition and is perfect to wear on a match day, on the terraces at Ibrox, down your local, or cozy in the comfort of your own home. Do browse our t-shirts by going down into the link in the description or going to rfcclothing.com. Anyway, let's get into today's video. And hello everybody, welcome back to the channel, guys. Hope you're all well. Before we do get into today's video, as always, please do smash that like button and subscribe to the channel for daily Rangers content. Well, a bit of transfer news for you guys, and as you can read there in the title, some kind of exciting news. We'll discuss it, of course, dig into it as we always do with the sources and all that kind of stuff, but the fact that I'm bringing it to you to the table means that there is some reputableness in said story. We're also going to be talking about Connor Goldson, and of course we're back in action again tomorrow as we do take on Birmingham. Now, again, I've refrained from getting involved with the Goldson stuff because I didn't know too much about the situation. However, starting to read into it a little bit more, it does seem as though that he could potentially be going on a medical at this moment in time, although reports are unclear whether that's for Cypriot side Aris Limassol, which being reported that potentially is, or it's for another club, but he's in Cyprus doing the medical. Either way, sometimes I do find these weird transfer news a bit fishy, and it's only when it comes to our football club that players aren't agreeing personal terms and players are doing medicals and kind of all this sort of stuff before a fee is actually agreed. I always find that very, very interesting all the time, whether it was Yanis Hadji yesterday, agreed terms with Fiorentina, Cyril Dessers agreeing terms with PAOK before we've even agreed any terms of anything. So I always find that fairly interesting all the time. But again, reports, and it has been backed up with a few inside Rangers sources, some reputable ones, of course, that are in close contact with the football club, have stated that he is undergoing a medical. So take of that what you will. But just to give you my thoughts on Connor Goldson, and to be fair, I don't look into what people say on Twitter too much. Sorry if you're a very vocal person on Twitter. But my goodness me, Twitter is a cesspit, isn't it, in terms of the toxicity towards our players. It really is. I mean, if I was a player looking at some of the comments that I see, it's full of delusion. Now, I've never been Goldson's biggest fan, and to be fair, I do think it's time for him to go. I like a lot of the old guard. I've been championing, Connor Goldson, John Lundstrom to go out the door. But to think that he's done absolute hee-haw over the last 6 years is absolutely criminal to say. I think he's definitely been by far and out one of the best defenders in the league, certainly our best defender, and been a pivotal part to us getting back to where we kind of are, but then we're obviously tailing off. But like everyone, it's always time for a change, and I think people do get a little bit emotional, and you start slandering people's careers. And I think some Rangers fans don't understand where we've been. When we started this project under Steven Gerrard, I think people expect us to be winning titles constantly back to back. It didn't work like that. It was a project that we were on. We were in the gutter when Steven Gerrard came in, and Goldson was there from the start and pulled us down. It goes the same with Tavernier. I like to talk about Rangers, especially this chapter, with context. And sometimes begrudging and saying players have done this, that, and the other is really poor and disrespectful. And I think Goldson's been a fantastic servant to us. But having said that, Chris Boyd was a great player for us, but doesn't mean we want to have him now. Or when he came back for the second time, it doesn't mean he was great the second time. But I think you always got to look things in isolation and context, certainly. But for the first 6 years, and apart from maybe last season, Connor Goldson's been a rock. He's been a really, really good player for us. And I wish him all the best to going on to Pastors New if that's the case. But reports stating that he could potentially be going or he's doing a medical and could be potentially be going to Aris Limassol. Again, we'll update you a bit further along the line with regards to that situation. But that's what inside Rangers sources have kind of backed up. So take of that what you will, and we'll see from there. Now, going on this one, okay, disclaimer. Now, this is an exclusive, quote unquote, from the Daily Record. The same Daily Record that, of course, gave us an exclusive with regards to Morgan Whittaker, that we'd submitted a £7 million bid for him. But we don't know what's happened with regards to that situation. However, they have came out and stated that Lawrence Shankland to Rangers is on, as Clement weighs up a move to test Hearts' resolve. So, again, What I would say is, with the daily record, take with a pinch of salt. It's not Fabrizio Romano, it's not, David Ornstein. It's not like the most reputable sources that you can get in the world. However, they do have a few journalists there, whether it be, the few journalists there that do provide exclusives that are in contact with our football club, that do have sources within our football club. It wasn't too long ago where John Bennett was directly giving exclusives to the Daily Record. So they do have some substance, and I wouldn't completely rubbish it by any means, but certainly reports are stating, an exclusive from there on, that Rangers could look to make a move for Lawrence Shankland as we weigh up to move to test Hearts' resolve. Now, the situation with Shankland is that he is a ready-made answer for this division. Now, this signing should have been made in January, and we would have been, not in this position, we've won the league. We would have been league champions for the 56th time. That's a fact. We would have won the title, and we probably would have been having a far different summer transfer window. Waiting to see what amazing signings we're going to be getting through the door. So it's a signing that's going to be made 6 months late, if this, of course, indeed does come to fruition. But yeah, I certainly do think he would be a massive upgrade on what we've currently got. I can't watch Cyril Dessers, and I'm not going to keep begrudging the player because it's disrespectful to him. But my thoughts on Cyril Dessers. I'm sure a lot of you share those thoughts. But watching him against Man United, I know it's a friendly, but I cannot watch this guy for another season. We are winning fuck all with him leading the line and Sam Lammers. So bringing Shankland for me is a no-brainer. It's ready-made. He will score over 25 goals next year. He'll be the top goal scorer in the league next season. He'll be a replacement for Tavernier in terms of the penalty taker. Shankland will take our penalties and will convert at the same rate as James Tavernier, so that situation is resolved. But he will also score goals in all of the games domestically. Genuinely, he'll have a really good record. We create far more than Hearts do, and he would be a great addition. I think it's a signing that's a no-brainer. He's a Rangers supporter. He's a player that is already accustomed to this league. I don't think he'll feel the pressure of it either, and I think this one's 6 months too late. But absolutely, I'd still be going in for it. I don't care if he's got 1 year left on his contract. This is a signing that we could bring in now for £3 million or whatever's being touted. Who cares? The money that he can get us in terms of winning a league championship will far outweigh that. You think about the strikers that we've had over the years, the Scottish boys, Chris Boyd, those sort of guys, Ali, Stephen Naismith, all these players that, were Scottish and played as strikers for this football club and did big things. And that's what we kind of need. And I think Shankland is absolutely a no-brainer to have, and I'd be much more excited about our season and our ambitions in this upcoming campaign if we just had him up top instead of Cyril Dessers. I know we've got a lot of work to do with regards to our team, but there's something that I can see maybe if we get a centre back in who's ready to go into the team right now, and then a Lawrence Shankland. Yes, there's still more work to do, and obviously I won't be 100% happy, but I would be filled with way more confidence than having Dessers up there, because that boy will get you 20-30 goals, no problem. And as I said, with the penalties added on top of that, he will take Tavernier's place as the penalty taker. He could score quite a few. He could probably break some records. So 1,000% get him in through the door. And I don't know why we're stalling on this one. Just get it done. Because the thing is with that move is that you see people or players, trying to. I know he's probably a professional, but he's also at the age now where he has one big move left in him. So he'll push through that move. Hearts won't get the valuation that they want. I don't care who Hearts are. If they want him for £3 million, test their resolve, put a bid in and see what Shankland does. He might kick up a little bit of a fuss. Now, I don't agree in players kicking up a fuss, but sometimes you got to do what's going to benefit our team, So we'll see what happens. But that's what reports are saying. It's been a long time coming, and I hope this one goes over, and I hope this one happens. As I said, I think already just bringing him in through the door will be a much better place than we would be with having Cyril Dessers there. And as I said, hopefully this is completely true. As I said, you've got to take the daily record with a pinch of salt, unfortunately. But that's why I'm here to try and sieve it through you. But the fact that we're talking about it means that there is some substance to this story, and there is some reputability to the story. But Rangers fans, that's all I've got for you guys. As always, please do let me know your thoughts down there in the comment section below. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Let me know your thoughts on Lawrence Shankland, and let me know your thoughts on Connor Goldson down there in the comment section below. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. I'll see you all next time. Remember to check out our new collection. Links down in the description, or go to rfcclothing.com. Thank you, and I'll see you all next time. Take care.